So, all right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this entire bed is peppers. Gonna look at my trusty dusty book here, and I drew it upside down. So garlic, and then 2 peppers in each square is the plan. Got you a skater?
Yeah, a few of them. If you want any, you can have one.
Oh, no thank you. All right, so that'll make this pretty easy. This whole bed is gonna be peppers. That's all I brought back here was peppers. So it's a good thing all this is peppers. Trying to think how I want to do this. So I'm basically going to just put 2. Yeah, that's working. Okay, that's not gonna work.
That's going to be fun for the rest of this project.
Yep, because I'm pretty much going to have to go through all this hay too. Thankfully, the spade gets through it pretty easily. Maybe I should have dug both holes first. That's a work in progress. The upside is this is nice soft soil, so it's coming up nice and easy. All right, that's the first one. Now the hard part is once we get into the landscaped fabric part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are coming apart nice and easy too.
Good.
Definitely adds a layer of difficulty.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little bit.
But worth it because I won't have to do as much weeding. So I think like that, about every 6 inches or so. 4 to 6 inches. They should be a foot apart. Should. Are they gonna be?
Hell no!
Why? Because that's the way I roll. 2 at once, that'll help. I can definitely do another 2. And then I think I'll start on the next row. By golly. By golly. Okay, over. Just abandon that. Because, you know. So glad we finally getting these things in the ground. I've been waiting so long. Okay, first row done. I wonder if that's how many I...
Mm-hmm. Your book's behind you, goofy lady.
Ma'am.
What?
Ma'am.
Yep.
I'm gonna need you.
No.
2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect.
Nice.
As planned.
As planned. To my
Oh, you know what I haven't been doing?
What? Sprinkling
Keeping
fertilizer?
track. Oh, well, yeah, also the fertilizer thing, but keeping track of what I'm putting where. I just been grabbing stuff and putting it in. Well, I guess we'll figure it out when things start
Sprouting.
Sprout.
Yeah.
Putting off their fruit. Ah, love the chaos. Now I'm wishing I had my guidelines. Oh well, we'll wing it. How did that not come out even? Now I'm wishing I had my guidelines. Oh well, we'll wing it. Dang it.
How did it not come out even? Probably because you're not using your guide.
I don't have any. Show your face. It's all right. I'll just,
Wing it.
yeah, pretty much. These should all basically, I think these are all Hungarian wax. I also went, it's fine. I have like 60 plants, so I don't even know what that is. Oh, there was a weed or something growing. I said, I don't know what that is, and threw it away. Pretty sure it was not a pepper. So yeah, I think I'll just put that guy right there in that corner right here. Well, and I'm probably gonna end up putting like some here, you know, like in some voids because I have more plants than I have 1 foot squares. Okay, that's that row. Next row. I don't even know why I'm bothering with that. I'm winging it.
Honestly, because how the fuck are you gonna mark it anyway?
I'm not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We got serranos, cayenne, maybe jalapenos, habanero, 5-color pepper. Hey, the one and only 5-color pepper. Aw, I cut a worm.
Well, at least it turns it into 2.
I don't think that part's gonna survive.
Damn.
It wasn't moving or nothing. Oh well, compost. All right, so that row is totally mystery. This row is all Hungarian wax.
Okay.
I'm saying this more for the camera than anything else,
Yeah.
so that I might actually remember for the future. So there's that. Then this one's a habanero, and that's the 5-color pepper. I'm gonna try to kind of keep things together.
Yeah.
Since I started thinking about it. Okay, these are all serranos. That's another wax. And this is either cayenne or jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
No telling which. Do we have any singles over here? Ones that just have one in them?
Yeah. Couple.
I just need one for now.
Cayenne.
Cayenne. Or jalapeno. Could be either. We'll find out when it starts budding. When it starts giving us peppers. More Hungarian wax. Want to give us few places for weeds and whatnot to grow up in between all this, if I can. Otherwise, I'm defeating the purpose of the weed fabric. I'm gonna turn and go this way.
Why?
Because I can feel like it.
It's kind of, yeah, that's what it seems like.
Just less moving around. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to put all the peppers in this bed because I'm planting them really close together. Probably way closer together than I should, but oh well. It is what it is.
That.
Look at this soil though. It looks really good after sitting under hay all winter long.
Good.
Yep. Yep, and each season I'll just top dress it with compost and lay down more mulch and build it up. I think that's really my best bet with this, is to just build it up every year.
Yeah. Build on top of.
Yep. Okay. All right, Serrano. I think it's my best year of starts. Not that I have a lot of years, but I have definitely tried this in the past and not had very much success. But I managed to not overwater or underwater or over fertilize. Although they definitely did better once I got them out into the cold frame than when they were inside. So there's that. I did not do very well with them inside.
No.
I don't know if they weren't getting enough proper light, if I need better grow lights. Whatever I did, I did it right this year. Almost done with this tray. May actually be able to get more of them in here than I thought. But I think I'm putting them together, or putting them in a lot closer than I had them drawn out on the plan.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I'm putting about 4 per square foot over here instead of 2.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay, these were either cayenne or jalapeno, and these are serranos. Well, this one ain't even labeled.
Could be cayenne, jalapeno.
Could be anything. No telling. Gotta dig the holes first though.
It does help.
Does. Alright, that row's done.
The hell is that?
Looks like
oh, it's from
twine from the hay.
Good job, Mom.
Thanks.
Surprised you didn't catch it till now.
Habanero. It perks back up a little.
A little bit.
Little
Hopefully
bit.
it'll get happier and
Yeah, it's about to get a lot happier. Somehow I ended up off again. Who needs straight rows? Not me. I don't need straight rows. Straight rows is for suckers. These are both habaneros, by the way, in case anybody cared. All right, would you hand me back my knee pad?
Good God in heaven, Ruby, there are just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, and yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
Pretty please.
you don't need it.
I didn't exactly ask your opinion, but yeah, I do. So mean to me.
I know.
How many we got left? We got 2, 4. I might actually be able to get them all in this bed. Yeah, I think I can get them all in here. Do the next bed tomorrow.
Yep.
A lot of that's going to be actual direct sowing. Like, I'll plant out the tomatoes, but there's only like 20 of them.
And then the rest is direct sow.
And the rest is direct sow.
Okay.
Cayenne.
Could also be jalapeno.
Could also be jalapeno, because Jazz doesn't know how to pay attention to what she's doing. For the last 2. No. Okay, finally tomato day. These first 3 are going to be loofers. I think first, I'm going to set everything out. Anyway, first 3 are loofahs. So I'll put tomatoes. So I basically have a whole extra row. So these first 3 are tomatoes. Then it'll be cucumber, cucumber. So yeah, cucumber. I think I'm spacing my cucumbers really close together too. So 1, 2, 3. It's throwing off my counts and stuff. Also not having that extra string there throwing me off too. And that square would be 1, but I'm putting 2. And then I can leave a little space there, and then I'll be on track everywhere else. I just have like an extra row here in the middle. I was also planning on peppers being put in here, and except for the 2 that I missed yesterday, I don't really, so I could actually properly space them and still have plenty of space. Treat those as 2 squares, and then put everything else in basically according to plan. Those will be dill. Okay, let's start laying stuff out. And I also have a random basil, which I'll probably just plant next to that tomato. I was planning on filling in, getting some basil in this bed too.
Yeah.
Just kind of around everything. But I don't know, we'll see. And I'm actually not flouting the rules for these tomatoes. 1 per square. Morning 2. Okay, and then those 2 will be peppers. So where these 2, where the blank one is, and where the peppers are sitting.
Okay.
These 3 are going to be loofah. Those are cucumbers. Now.
What?
Just looking for that.
Huh?
I walked around over here to find these
Oh.
that are over here. I was closer this way.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Loofah. And I am going to be companion planting peas and beans with the loofah. Or not the loofah, the cucumbers. So I'm not sure. I need to sit down a sec while I get this all sorted out. these. And the cool thing is that as these life cycle out, I can plant more until like August. So, you know, as one dies off, I can rip it out and put in
New one.
And I was actually considering like planting 3, waiting a couple of weeks, then planting the other 3. And then that way, once these start dying off, I still got these guys over here going and I can succession plant. So I have 4 different varieties here. I think 2 are eaten ones and 2 of them are pickling ones, but I plan on pickling all of them. Radishes, beets, peas and beans. I have a lot more room for stuff because of this extra random row. Those 2 are dill. I'd planned for those 2 to be peppers. So what I could do is sit here and think forever in a day. That's what I can do. I would think all that dill is probably plenty. Just kind of, I guess I'll just sort of wing it after I get what I've planned done. And then I'll just sort of go from there.
Okay.
I think that's what I should do. All right. So let's do 2 pickling and a muncher. Well, let's do 2 pickling and a straight 8. Put the muncher back. We'll succession plant with these and probably some pickler. Now the fun part.
Doing it?
Actually doing the work. Yep.
Yep.
Oh. I guess that one's chocolate cherry. Oh, they're both chocolate. Nice. I didn't even remember that we'd got any of those to germinate. This is the hard part. Tomatoes are a bit different. Because I either need to plant them deeply or lay them like this and having that sticking up.
See, I've seen it do it that way.
And I'm thinking that considering after about 3 or 4 inches, we're hitting clay, I may need to do it that way. Why is this so hard?
To give you a hard time? Because you chose this hobby? I was sitting here.
It chose me.
I was sitting here being like, I would not. I don't think I have think I have it in me to do that.
I want to see what you just said written on paper.
It chose me. I didn't choose it.
I'm more than happy to reap your benefits, though.
Yeah, you're not going to have any problems eating these tomatoes, though, are you?
No.
Not whatsoever.
I can sit here and watch you work on them and feel like I participated in some way.
Participate by handing me that bucket and that knife.
I want to do that. It
I
requires
don't
me.
want to put my shoes on just to walk over there to grab that. Oh, and the spade.
I figured.
And my gloves. Just put it all in the bucket and slide it over here. Don't forget the knife. Right there next to the... Don't throw stuff. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to stop being so rude.
No, can't do that.
Okay, so I want it to be about here. And then dig my trench. I mean, at the end of the day, I do enjoy it.
I couldn't. I don't know if I could bring myself to come out here and do it every day.
I mean, once everything's in the ground, it's actually pretty easy. This is just the hard part. You know, like I have a couple of days of hard parts and then the rest is just watching everything grow.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
You just fucking break it.
I did. Okay, well.
Don't push too hard on them.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, hopefully I didn't break it too much and it'll recover. If not, I have plenty. Anyway, that there is the plan of how I plan on dealing with this. Now, most of them won't have a basil attached until later. There. There's the first one. Hopefully I didn't just kill it. Okay. I think I'm going to give it a little more space this way. I mean, even with as hot as it is, and as much work as this is, I still enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't have that dog in me.
Not everybody does. And
Yeah.
maybe in 10 years you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
at 30, I would not have been into this.
fair.
All right, let's be a little more gentle with this one. Let's put the fertilizer in there. There. I did it without breaking it. Woo! And that was a Roma, in case anybody cares. No, that was a San Marzano. That was a Roma. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this without making it difficult. Or if I just need to like move everything out of my way so I can sit there and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Because it really doesn't matter what order everything goes in.
Okay.
As long as tomatoes are where the tomatoes go, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So watch out for your tomato
Which
behind
one?
you. The one that fell.
Yeah, they're a little top heavy.
A little bit.
That's the gist of it. That was kind of my plan, and I'm glad that worked out. Okay, that was what I was thinking in my brain on how to do it. And then maybe coming behind it with a stake to close these.
Oh,
like put
yeah.
a stake, put one of those lawn stakes right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these two are chocolate cherry tomatoes. This is a San Marzano. At this point, I feel like I'm saying this more for myself than anybody else. So if I ever need to, I can look back. I almost feel like I should have watered this morning when I was watering the peppers. Roma. This guy's so little. I don't even need to lay it down. Oh, poop. I forgot to put fertilizer in that one. Another San Marzano. Because the first 3 rows are tomatoes, right? Because I know this is a partial row, I think. Yes, that's also tomatoes. Okay. If I didn't need to get this done, I'd be like, fuck it, let's go inside. One-time pain for long-term gain. It's worth the effort. To get all this stuff planted out and to have all these tomatoes. Only a few more left. I can do this.
And
That's tomatoes done. Now I'll just plop these peppers in, which don't require near as much digging or hole making. And these peppers are Hungarian wax. Only peppers in this bed. There's supposed to be like 5 or 6 or something like that in this bed. I got them all in the other bed. The plumber is supposed to be out Monday to give me a new spigot in the back so that I can actually have a hose run into this backyard. And I cannot tell you how excited I am that I will have water back here. So let me tell you, schlepping gallons of water back here all summer to water all this stuff does not sound like fun. And I'm pretty sure my husband doesn't want to be schlepping all this water back here all summer either. Okay, everybody's had a good watering in. I'll water them again in the morning. And I'm done for today. We'll pick this back up tomorrow, hopefully. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave it all out here. I'll pack up my seeds, but I'm just gonna leave everything here. Clean it all up all at once. It is a beautiful morning. A whopping 65 degrees. I did sit down and refigure my plan. These 3 squares right here are just gonna be a pathway. We're gonna have 2 rows of beets, beans, peas, radishes, more beans, and those will stay cucumbers as originally planned, and those will stay loofahs as originally planned. And then I'm gonna plant oregano and chives along the sides there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the loofah. Those should be pretty simple. Just gonna put a little slit here. And just like you'd plant out anything else, I'm just gonna plop my seeds down in there. A little water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant 2 per hole. So I think I'll start with the cucumbers. And once I get this planter settled and exactly right, I will be producing one for each zone. I've been doing the research. So yeah, as soon as I have it ready for each zone, I'll be putting them up for sale for everybody. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be my succession row. So I'm going to leave this blank for the next couple weeks. And I'll start them after. So I think I'm going to do this, let's see, right here. I'm going to do it kind of close to the edge, because I'll be putting a trellis up right here for them to grow up. And like with the loofahs, I'm going to put 2 in each hole. Let's see. I'm going to do bunchers. Let's see. I think this was the pea side. Those are beans. Look at my planter, because I'm going to companion plant peas and beans with the cucumbers. So this side is peas. So I will go ahead and plant the peas. There we go. Next to them. Garden bush, national pickling, and straight 8, I think is what I wanted to put over here. So I'm going to do 2 garden bush, 2 national pickling, 2 straight 8s, and then I'll do peas alongside those. And then once these die back, I'll replant. And true to form, I'm not going to label anything because, yeah, I like to be surprised, right? It's alright, I have footage. Maybe I should have set them back a little bit further. That's alright. I just remembered I'm going to be planting chives, I think it's chives. Also through here, yep, I was going to plant some chives along here. The book's over there. This is version 2. I had to move over to it for so I could plan this out. Okay. What if I should put the chives on the inside? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the chives on the inside rather than along the. I was gonna put them along the edge, but I think I'm gonna put them in here because I'll have all this blank space right here. All right, so I'm gonna plant a pea next to each one. And from what I read online, the peas will help support the cucumbers. Plus, you know, I think they fix nitrogen. So, I think, should I do 2? Or just the 1? Let's just do 1. Packet says 1, we'll just do the 1. And hope they succeed. If not, I'm planting plenty more. So, not the end of the world if they don't. Because I'll be doing 2 patches of peas, or 1. 1 patch. I don't remember. That's why I write things down. Okay, yeah, just doing peas in that one corner over there. Chives is 4. So, now I can actually see my holes. That's the real question. I'm just going to eyeball the rest of them. Oh yeah, I have plenty of chives. Chives, peas, and cucumbers planted. And I'm going to leave the cucumber squares over here free for now, and I'll plant out the stuff that goes in there when I plant out those cucumbers. Next, beans, radishes, peas, and beets. So I think these 2 right here are going to be dill. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yep, those 2 are dill. Hopefully I have enough dill. I'll plant out what I have and fill in spaces if I need to. The dill is 16. So it'll be each of the red ones, I believe. Yeah, red is 16. And I really hope the dill succeeds this year because I need a lot of dill and have a lot of cucumbers. My son-in-law absolutely loved my dill pickles. So we're definitely going to be doing that again. Y'all, there's going to be an easier way. And I'm just putting a whole bunch down in each hole in hopes that something germinates. I mean, I have plenty of seeds, so still, cucumbers, chives, and peas. Done. I'm gonna water this stuff in and then change positions.
That's what she said.
Boy, am I glad it's not 95 degrees today. Well, right now anyway. Okay, there's that part. I highly recommend making a plan, y'all. And next year I'll be able to look back and go, okay, here's what I did, where's where I planted everything. So radishes, peas, beans, beets, and more beans. Why don't I do, I'll switch the beets and the beans, I think. Put the beets there in the center, beans. Actually, why don't I do half beans, half peas? Don't you love changing your plans in the middle? I highly recommend making a plan, y'all. Okay, so beets, beans, peas. Radishes. Start with the radishes. I don't know what I'm going to do with radishes. I think my mom likes radishes. Hope so, because I don't. Seed spacing 1 inch. So I could technically do, like, because these are about 2 inches apart. Let's see what this says. Dang it. I did not write down radish. So, it says 1 inch apart. Seed spacing 1 inch. Row spacing 10 inch. Well, that's not helpful for what I'm doing. Alright, so in that case, I'm going to go ahead and just do 16. love how my mom put Christmas on here. Like she didn't know what it was going to be for. Like she was going to be planting radishes in her yard. Let's put a couple in each hole. Radishes planted. Next is peas. So I'll just do these two and then I'll move over and do those two. Peas is 9, I believe. Peas and beans are both 9. Okay. Everybody's so loud with their trash around here. I get to living next to so many shops. Sugar snap peas. I like these sauteed. Also don't mind eating them raw. Did I just open a whole new package when I had one open? I know I have one open. Sure do. Here, but these need to be sewn to 1 inch depth. I don't think I did it that deep over there, but it's fine. It's fine. I bet they still germinate. Nature always finds a way. And I just did one per hole on that one. Wow, a rare moment of quiet around here. No dogs barking. No trucks backing up. Nobody slamming the doors or taking out their trash. Just me talking and birds singing. It's nice. There you can kind of hear traffic in the background. Just a girl in her garden. Almost done. Just one more row. Beans and beets. And then in a couple of weeks I'll plant out the cucumbers, oregano, and more beans. Alright, peas are done. The other bit of radishes. The last two, I had just enough radishes. Alright. Radishes and peas done. I think I'm going to do the beets first, and then I'll do the beans. That way I'm not having to lean across the beans I just planted, like I've been doing with everything else. Beets are 9, because I don't know how big these things are going to get. Look how pretty my tomatoes look. They survived the transplant. Even though it was all wilty and looking sad, is looking better now. Beets are 9, beans are 9. So I'm just gonna eyeball. Should I eyeball it? Let's see if the square fits in it. Oh, that square's not too bad. All right. It really does help with the spacing and getting it all right. There we go. That'll work. All right. There's the beets. Perfect weather for this. It was way too hot last night. I'm telling you what, I had a headache for the rest of the night. Like half of my sleeping time. Home stretch. Depth 1 inch. Spacing 18 inches to 4 inches. Okay, I guess that's 18 inches between rows and 4 inches between seeds, maybe? I love it when they're super specific like that. Us noobs totally know what they mean. All right, radishes, no, beets, those are the beets. Now for the beans, 1 to 2 inches. Okay, that's it. Everything with my cucumbers, oregano, and more beans. Done. I'll plant those all out in a couple weeks, probably with you guys. Now, let's water everything in. Thank you so much for watching. I upload every week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. See y'all in the next one.